Poison Kisses by Karen Teasdale. My mam was a monster. Growing up, I had never heard of Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a rare mental illness which causes a caregiver to make a child appear to be sick in order to get attention for themselves, though I had no idea there was so much more to my mother, and her need for attention was not the only thing behind the torturous life we had all lived. My mother, a narcissistic psychopath, also had a serious and sinister obsession to hurt, and I was her main victim, though not the only one. During my childhood, all I knew was that I had a mother who was both nice and nasty, and I had no idea what drove her to be the way she was. But I did know from a very early age, no matter what anyone did, she was never happy. And no matter what I did, I could never make her love me. I was constantly confused and constantly hurt. My mother was different, and her obsessive need to hurt and her obsessive need for attention overruled everything. Yet, to those outside of the family home, she appeared to be a loving, caring wife and mother who adored her family, and this could not have been further from the truth. My mother had no feeling or empathy for anyone, and while she made me poorly, she convinced doctors, schools, neighbours, and even my father that I was ill. But every step of the way she made sure she sought attention for herself, though I was made to believe that I was ill and that she was looking after me, even though she hurt me constantly. Everything my mother did was planned meticulously. On every occasion she could, she took pleasure in humiliating and hurting me, and she psychologically abused me so much, eventually I couldn't leave my own house without her. And yet she still paraded as the person who loved me, revelling in abusing me and continuing to break me down at every opportunity, even on her deathbed. From being a child, my mother often recruited my brother as her sidekick, using him as a tool for her own evil, though she fooled everyone into believing she adored both of us, even our dad. When I was ill, she lapped up sympathy and attention, but she constantly craved more and looked for new ways to get it. But getting attention wasn't enough for her. Causing pain, both mental and physical, was her real fix, her drug of choice, and she was relentless. She took pleasure in seeing me bewildered, confused and hurt, and she constantly found new ways to inflict torment. And while often appearing as an overprotective mother who loved her family, she got away with it all. She destroyed everything and everyone in her path. However, although I was her primary focus, my father and brother were her victims too. None of us escaped her cold, calculated savagery. Any way she could get her fix, she did. And blinded by a lifetime of brainwashing, none of us could fathom out why our mother behaved this way. However, the pain and suffering in our family home didn't stop there. My brother, who also displayed many of our mother's traits, wanted revenge, and a combination of mental illness and what appeared as sheer evil had taken over the family home. The police attended my parents' home, where my mother, father and brother lived, over 237 times in 18 months, and both the police and social services were baffled for a long time as to what was really going on, though later I was told by the authorities that my mother had many complex mental health issues, and Munchausen by proxy was one of them. And at the age of 48 years old, I was told that I had to stay away from her, but that wasn't the end.